So, Tempest Rising. This game was announced last year in the THQ Nordic showcase, if I'm not completely wrong, and they made it pretty clear that we are Command&Conquer. Like, how they introduced like some of the gameplay they have showcased in the first trailer, the villain basically being a little bit of a Kane knockoff, then the resources they are now harvesting, which is alien like Tiberium, like you have the two factions and so on and so forth. Like, you're just looking at this and you go immediately, this could become a Command and Conquer reboot. And the reality is, we will not get another Command & Conquer from Electronic Arts. EA doesn't give a shit about the IP anymore. And they have been giving up on this IP since they cancelled Generals 2. If you didn't know, there was Generals 2, it was in beta, and it was a free-to-play game, and it was just shit. Sorry, it was shit. They monetized literally the idea of building buildings out of the game. Absolutely crazy. And then, of course, they had like some other Command & Conquer games. And then, of course, there was this, what was this, like 2 or 3 years ago, the smartphone game, which nobody wanted to play. And EA is still like, oh man, really, nobody wants to play Command & Conquer anymore. It's like, are you stupid? You must be stupid at this point. I'm sorry. But you just don't know what Command & Conquer fans want, and you don't talk to them. And let's be also real here. Westwood, the original developers, are now Petroglyph, which then, funny enough, made a remaster of Command & Conquer, where a lot of people kind of hoped that when they have remastered 1 and 2, they talk to the community, what the community wanted, how the remaster should look like, yada, yada, yada. Like, for the first time in years, there was this glimmer of hope that EA kind of feels interested into the Command & Conquer world again and into the Command & Conquer IP, and the remaster is like the first stepping stone, and it actually sold like quite a bit of numbers. For a strategy game and for an IP which has been dead for decades. Let's not forget that. It's always fascinating to me how publishers are surprised when an IP they didn't give a shit about for decades is still doing numbers, but not enough numbers that they really want to have it back. And that's what we got with Command & Conquer. So now THQ Nordic, apparently with Tempest Rising, which you see here in the background, screenshot again, there's not much they have showcased. We see, like, this is actually like I think this is a pretty famous, or a very reconstruction of a scene of Command & Conquer. Like, you can see the enemy engineers running into the base to take something over. You see some infantry here, flamethrower units. This is where they are collecting stuff, which is probably the alien resource. It would not be Tiberium, of course, and it would be something else. But you see, like, this is very much like a recreation of what you would expect how a Command & Conquer would look nowadays. Now, a few things. There is some bigger base building part, it seems. Right, like you have the sandbags, then you have like your normal concrete steel walls, and then you have your razor wire fences, right? But this seems very much like the main building, right? The construction building. This is where they construct vehicles, radar. This is for energy. I assume those are silos. This is your infantry, hand of knot kind of thingy. I don't know what this is. This is probably where they are putting in like the resources, where the vehicle goes to throw off the resources, and then they will be like transformed into money. You can also see like a vehicle here. Like, as I said, very, very reminiscent of, if you have played Command & Conquer, you will immediately spot it. And I am now really curious to see what they will showcase today in the THQ Nordic showcase.
Battle command. Please stand by. The Dynasty have amassed an enormous army right under
Here we go.
Nemesis.
Here we go.
As of 10 minutes ago, while the GDF Council was debating whether to even respond,
My God,
the
this
Dynasty
is...
have launched attacks across our western border. They've been planning this for God knows how long.
This is just freaking, like...
SciComm, code red.
Freaking Command&Conquer.
GDF units in 10 miles. Get our troops out of there. Weapons free. These things fire back. Get our drone fleet in the air and get me a satellite pointed at this. I want to know
Even the cringy cutscenes. Please, by the way, send me the Frank Klippek ears, like making the soundtrack.
I have reinforcements on their way to you. Pull that base apart.
Oh my God. After the showcase, we would take this trailer apart.
On a large scale, the event could be catastrophic. Get me one of these missiles, Commander.
That was awesome. God, even the music is like Command&Conquer-esque. We're going in! Scratch everything. We will play this. Scratch everything. We will play this. So, let's have a look at the trailer here. Even the freaking GDF, like, seriously, they call them freaking GDF? What is that? The Global Defense Forces? Instead of the Global Defense Initiative? Let me guess. They're fighting against the yes instead of the not? Oh, no. Better. They're actually fighting against not, but not. Get it? Don't not. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. I mean, even the intro here is with like the beginning of Command&Conquer, where they basically have like Eva doing the thing and the installation they basically had in the old games. You don't have to use your sound card this time, which is kind of nice. So we on planet Earth. So that's confirmed. Interesting. And they zoomed in on... I can't believe this is back. I know this is not real actors, right? And I'm not too sad about it. I know that people are always like, oh my God, the real actors were like, this, it was so cringy, but it was really good. And like with the time, that was still a very impressive feat, right? And I'm just like, yeah, but I'm also minding not seeing real actors anymore. Like, I think they were a cult classic, but that's really what they stay. A cult classic at this point. And I don't really mind. My God, he looks like similar to the general of GDA, which is like just a little bit older, but like very similar. Okay, they're showcasing a little bit of like cutscenes and 3D realms. Oh boy. They're just publisher-ish. I mean, THQ knows them. Here you can fight against them, right? And you have like the multiple troops fighting against each other. So it seems like we have only 2 factions this time, right? And then we have like the first... This is where they're attacking the base. Very, man, just the interface when you look at this. So we have group 1, 2, 3, and 5, and 6 down here. The attack. Then we have repair, sell. Wow, you can even disconnect the power if you need some power, right? We have infantry, defense, buildings, vehicles. Aerial. They haven't really showed the aerial stuff yet. They can add the alien scrim in the sequel. Get out of here. We have the minimap in the top right. There's nothing in the top left where my cam is, for everyone wondering. I love the destruction though. Like the destruction animation looks really good, right? I think there was a tower which was shooting. Man, they're showing a lot here very quickly, yeah? This is the collector. We don't know what they are called. I assume they are the collectors. It seems like this one has a front minigun to defend themselves a little bit. They have quite a bit of health. Man, the rain effect, the lighting looks really good. We still don't know exactly what the alien stuff is they're collecting. Also interesting, we haven't seen this faction yet. Oh man, give me a second. This will probably like, you don't have to see my 5 million tabs in the background all the time. If this happens. There we go. Sorry for that. There we go. Yeah, the swamp looks also super interesting. I wonder if, like, when you were going through the swamp, it will slow down. And also what is very interesting is, so if you have never played Command&Conquer, Tiberium was poisonous. It wasn't poisonous to people and vehicles, well, till they introduced the weird tentacle stuff, but that's different. Like, the normal Tiberium was only infectious to soldiers, right? So I wonder if they're doing the same thing again. They kind of talked about this, right? They mentioned that, hey, it's poisonous. Flamethrower tanks. They have towers here. I wonder why this tower is not shooting. Maybe it's the range? Don't know what this is. This is a Gatling turret. We see some buildings here. F1, F2. Man, a lot of like just quality of life upgrades. I wonder if you can put people in the towers. That was one of the things you could do in the first Command & Conquer with the GDI, right? And it also seems like they are mostly focusing on the GDI. Okay. 3 things I notice. I don't know what this is. That's clearly money. Duh. They have a unit limit though. 200. I wonder if you can have actually 200 units on the battlefield, or if this is how they are balancing some of the stronger units in the game, so that, let's say, the flamethrower tank will actually cost you 3 units, right? I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that or not. That's energy. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Maybe for doctrines? They haven't really showed doctrines yet, so I wonder if that is like maybe research or XP or something like that. I'm really curious. There's the commander again. Ooh, there was some artillery attack briefly. Okay, let me slow this down. Oh, damn it. Stop doing that, please. There. Yeah, this is like an artillery strike. Oh, coming from this thing. It's called the... Yes! The Holy Trebuchet. It's called the Trebuchet. For everyone who is watching this on YouTube and just thinks, what the hell is wrong with this dude? one of the logos in my channel, and actually like one of the like main vocal points of my channel, is a trebuchet, because we are having the siege as the community, and trebuchets are a pretty big part of it, thanks to Age of Empires and all that. So if you were like, why the hell is he going hyped about the trebuchet? That's why. That's exactly why. But yeah, that's interesting. So it seems like this is the transformation, the F, or maybe the G, one of the two. Like, it seems like that some units will have some special abilities. It shouldn't be as much as in StarCraft, because Command & Conquer was never really about micromanagement, that you had to go through the different units, activating their special abilities, throwing their grenades or something like that. I know that came a little bit later with Generals. They added more and more of that, but it was still, in comparison to, let's say, a StarCraft 2, or even a StarCraft, like a normal one, it was pretty tame. It was pretty tame. All hail the trebuchet. You say it, man. Okay, there we have some more cutscenes again. Ooh. Oh, they're collecting. Those big things don't seem to collect. They're sending out small collectors and they are then starting the collection process. Oh, that's freaking interesting. Yeah, they are starting to collect. I was first thinking that those little thumper thingies were going out there and starting the collection. They do not. They do not. Ha! Okay. Decent amount of vehicles. We have some drones here. I wonder if the drone is an upgrade. Yeah. Huh. This looks interesting. Snipers. Oh, the grenade throwers. Oh shit, air vehicles. And they have lasers. Did we see all the buildings again? Yeah, I wonder if everyone has like a little special abilities. This seems to be anti-air, which is not moving. Destruction looks really good. I love the environment. I wonder how much you can utilize the environment to your advantage or even your disadvantage. Really curious about that. It's another tank. Yeah, the vehicles are not fighting back. That's weird. Whoa, that's a big tank. Ooh. This looks really good. I love this. Oh, yeah, this should be interesting here. So, they talked about this, right? No, wait. Where is it? There it is.
We've discovered a strange property. On a large scale, the effect could be catastrophic. Get me one of these missiles, Commander.
Yeah, so it seems like that they are building the missiles with the virus or whatever this is on a large scale. So very much with Tiberium. Those are silos. Just saying. Those are silos we are looking at. Silos are back. Silos are back. Awesome. We have some rocket launcher dudes here.
Get me one of these missiles, Commander.
Okay. Wait, more stuff. More stuff. Slow it down. Zoom and enhance. Well. Ooh. So it seems like with at least the standard tanks, they seem to be relatively different. They don't have double barrels. So that's neat. But they look like more scrappy. Is it just me? They look more scrappy, right? Like, they definitely look more like Abrams tanks when you look at them. And this one looks more like, yeah, we put something together we call a tank. I wonder the story about that. This dude. Oh, this is where we can see where you actually like... Oh, wait a minute. Can it be that the GDF doesn't have like a big transport thingy, which is harvesting the resource, but they actually just have a small one like this one, and this is like a special ability of the other faction? I forget their name. I think they mentioned them briefly at the beginning. Well, that's a tank. All right, and that's the end of the trailer. Man, this is amazing. I am now really curious to watch this. For everyone who has been watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed our first look at Tempest Rising, and we will take another deep dive. You can test the beta version or whatever they're calling it, the playtest version, right meow. It's called the playtest. We will do that here in a minute, and then I will come back to you. But I am pretty sure you will see some more of Tempest Rising here in the future on the channel. So make sure to subscribe and also leave a like. In general, if you love strategy games, you came to the right channel, because that's what all the Mole Under Management channel is all about. And again, if you like RTS games, turn-based games, management games, city building games, like everything which is basically category strategy, you will find here on the channel. Reviews, deep dives, like some of the trailer analyzers when they are coming up. So if you enjoy that, please check it out and subscribe to the channel. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Stay safe.